Hello everybody, I'm John Trautman with Real Estate Knowledge Institute. And I'm here with Brandon Samiju today from the Great Pacific Northwest. And he happens to also be a private lender. I'm just curious, like somebody with no experience, maybe little or no education on investing, kind of just say super green. Do you guys lend to people like that?
Yes. If they put down 20, 25% down and we feel it's a good buy with a good strong exit that we feel. And it's also when we take a look at new investors, we actually have to ask ourselves, is this a property that we're willing to own? If the borrower defaults, is it a property that we are okay taking back?
So a good question. I mean, how many of those do you guys take back?
You know, in probably the history, it's less than 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So less than one a year, and these guys fund a lot of properties annually, so that's really good. I mean, really, what I'm trying to get at is from your investor standpoint, how critical is it that they have some sort of experience?
It's I think it's one of those things. You know, a lot of people before they get into real estate. Private money, hard money, is something not a lot of people have heard about or know much about, right? This is a completely new deal. And so a lot of it's education, working with new investors is education. Mm-hmm. It's walking properties and making sure that we're kind of on the same page on what we expect, from our standpoint and kind of what's expected of the investors, what the loan terms are, like how we expect things to go. We're not a commercial. We're not a Bank of America. We're not a Chase. Right. We're a lot more hands-on. So if we need to go out to the property once every couple of weeks just to check on progress, we will. If we have a different feeling of what we think they should be doing, we'll tell them. So there's a lot. Maybe for new investors, a lot more hand-holding, I would say.
How many? I'm just curious. Like, I think that's probably somewhat unusual, the amount of work that you put into an investor. I don't think most people do that, right?
We actually try not to take properties back. Like that's our whole goal is not to take properties back. It's not to, we're comfortable doing that. We know the process. We have, the people in place to do that. But we'd rather, our borrowers are our customers and we look at them as customers. So we'd rather have somebody have success and borrow from us 20, 30, 40, 50 times than foreclose on somebody and lose that customer for life. So, we look at it as a business. There's a lot of hard money lenders out there that are loan to own, we call them, where they're lending you money, hoping or making sure, trying to get you to default, right? And that's not our deal.
Yeah. So, you guys got to get educated, interview your lenders that you're meeting with or talking to about, getting your funding. Go with and trust your gut. I mean, when someone's a little shysty, I think. I mean, the older I get, there's probably a lot of people I just don't do business with just because of my gut instinct on that individual. So trust your gut. What else, would you say from, a beginner investor just, getting going, what should they look for in some of these other companies?
I would say the single thing they can do is read the loan documents. You'd be surprised how many people will sign the documents without reading through the whole thing. Ask for it in advance. Just say, hey, can I get a copy of the loan documents just so I can have my attorney go through them? And either have an attorney go through them or read them yourself and ask questions, but be sure that you're reading every single sentence on those loan documents. I mean, you want to make sure that you're representing a warranty, whatever the reps and warranties are that you're signing to are true, and you want to make sure that you understand your rights and the ways they can put you in default.
So from a standpoint, I'll just throw this out there. If someone came to you, obviously that was educated, they understand everything that we just talked about. They did their research. They know the market, understand the niche market that they're getting into. Even from a standpoint of maybe not ever doing business with you, but they understand that. Are you more apt or likely to invest in that particular person?
Sure, absolutely. I think our approach is walk before you run. A lot of people like to do a couple and try to get going really fast, and our whole approach is let's walk, let's do one, and then let's see how it goes. And if you're happy with how things turned out and we're happy, then let's do another one.
If you'd like to know more, follow us online, realestateki.com. Thank you.